Harris. Close to the goal line. They are not calling it a touchdown. They're saying he's short of the goal line.
You know what? And Adam nailed it, I thought, Greg, and a great point. If you watch Najee Harris's left knee, there's a shadow below his knee, but that knee never really gets to the ground before he then extends the football and it breaks the plane of the goal line. You know, the questions will always be, why did Pittsburgh go fast? Why didn't they challenge it? It's a first down play. Coach Tomlin obviously thought that he could get up there right to the line of scrimmage quick, go with the quarterback sneak and make it official. But we see what happens if you delay on that or don't take your time.
Pass interference, defense, number 42.
I don't know why they would. Did they call Fields?
They said, but it's 22, Grant Delpit.
Well, Delpit was in the middle of the football field coming over. I would imagine maybe they tried to get Newsom, but I didn't really see much of an interference on that call.
Pickett again, that side of the field. Again, a back shoulder. And let's see what the really George Pickens. No. Wow.
What did he?
Did he?
Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Really kind of stayed dragging on the turf almost the whole time. I don't really. Gives the game to the Steelers.
This is a 2nd and 3. Watson. This time he can't escape. And brought down by Larry Ogunjobi. 3rd sack of Watson today. Whoa.
Oh, did he get that?
He got a lot of that face mask.
Oh, man. Oh, yikes. And they missed it.
Oh, missed it big time.
Yeah, that's a bad miss.
2nd and 8. Chubb not in there. Watson under pressure and going down at the 20. And that's Cameron Hayward. We have a late flag thrown on the play.
Oh, they're going to say.
Foul. Roughing the passer, defense number 97.
Wow.
Position to the goal line. First down.
And that brings a flag on Cameron Hayward.
Listen, I don't know how you could call that. He tackled Deshaun Watson. I mean, we've seen how many times in this game, and even you go back to last week, have you seen Watson get out of sacks? Right? A guy's there, wrapped up, and he gets out of sacks. And so Hayward, he didn't even hit him with velocity. That is a football tackle.
Burrow escapes. Now that time he's whacked on the play by Ojabo. The ball loose as you see. It looks like maybe Queen vacuums it in. Had the sack and recovered by Queen.
Fumble recovered by Baltimore. First down.
The ball was coming loose before Burrow was on the ground. Yes, there was a missed face mask called by Pierre-Paul. Well, they better move the chains because they just signaled it for the play clock to start.
And it's a 1st and goal inside the 10. They'll mark him at the 9.
ETN back in there for the Jaguars in motion. Lawrence, Zay Jones up to the 30.
Point of emphasis, right, John? I mean, I always hear these points of emphasis.
Yeah, and with this rivalry, eventually one's going to come because you've got to have one that maintains control. And there's been a couple that are really on the edge there.
Direct snap to Henry. Looked like he might have thought about throwing, and he will, and the pass is incomplete for Okonkwo, and a flag on the coverage.
On Jacksonville, Okonkwo, as he's coming off the line of scrimmage. Took a pretty good hit at the end of that play as well. Here's Okonkwo trying to come off the ball, and the look like Wingard is who'd they call it on?
They got 5, and I think they went going through the back, but there's just not enough there. There's not a significant hindrance.
Dobbs airs it out. Burks, the target, he's picked. Intercepted by Campbell. Great return. Out of bounds at the 25.
Clean interception, but look, with the score the way it is and field position is so huge, a blindside block right there after the interception. They should have had the ball 15 yards from about the 48-yard line.
And I tell you what, I mean, one-on-one right here, the outside, you've got access, and that's just an underthrown football. Dean gets there a little bit early. You could have seen that being flagged right there, but that underthrow, normally if you get an underthrow like that, you're going to capture that flag when you get over the top like that and you stack a defensive back. That's a tough one for Atlanta right there. Probably should have been flagged.
All 3 timeouts as well. 3rd and 14. Nearly intercepted, or was it? McMillan! No, incomplete.
Chase McDaniel felt early pressure, throws this ball going backwards.
Ooh.
And that is close. If they had called it an interception, pretty sure we might be looking for information to turn that over. But that looks like he caught it, but it's so close. I don't know if you can say that he didn't catch it.
Wow, in his first NFL game, Jaquan McMillan.
Ruling on the field of an incomplete pass is being challenged by Denver.
So they could still overturn it, but it looked like he was getting up and taking it in. That obviously would not count.
The ruling on the field of an incomplete pass stands as called. It's 4th down.
So not enough evidence to overturn it. Jerry Rosberg not happy. Rosberg still giving him a piece of his mind.
Well,
Dallas gets away with one here, right?
Dak does call timeout, but it was after Peters flinched. So really, this should have stayed as a false start. Now, with delay of game penalties, you give leeway to the offense, and maybe if a coach called timeout if it's close. But in this case, it's clearly a false start and should have been a foul.
They needed to do something on offense there. Those last few drives have been.
And a flag is down. Dixon got hit. It's 4th and 3, and Dixon went down. Running or roughing, either way, Seattle's going to get a huge break. What do you think of this call running into the kicker, Dean?
Yeah, looking at it, he gets a clean landing space. He's got both feet on the ground. It didn't look like a lot of contact. You're only really going to look for roughing there if it's something significant or nothing. I like this as a nothing.
And instead, it's a something.
Oh, wow.
And it gives Seattle a 1st down.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness.
Oh, wow. Look at this whole montage right here. This is amazing.
So Gino with the big run.
But Ramsey's just kind of standing there. You know, Gino does a good job actually of running into him. Ramsey just stays there. And then Metcalf gets away with one, putting his fingers in his face mask. And then Ramsey with the flop.
On 3rd down. Pressure coming. Gino flush, and he has to throw it away.
Wait,
and it's 4th down.
Look at McVay. He's screaming at the ref. Because this ball did not get past the line of scrimmage.
Good point.
Let's see if he's... Ooh.
Still in the pocket. And Sean McVay wants to know why that's not intentional grounding.
Handoff. Boy, they were across that line quickly, weren't they?
I thought that was offside.
Yeah, I did too.
Either timed that incredibly well.
Oh, that was Oliver.
He was offside, but you cannot throw a challenge flag on that, Jim.
Nope.
That rule needs to change. That one's obvious.
Holding, offense number 60.
Andrews, center right there, 60. Trying to hang on for dear life at the end, and here's Mac Jones trying to stand in, and could have been a penalty on Jones too with the helmet to helmet.
Got an injury timeout.
Bourne, Myers have had a great
Offense
game.
number 85.
Oh boy.
Penalty. Replay 1st down.
Hunter Henry called for that.
I saw this. I don't know if this is a good call. I saw that happening right then. He's running a route like a stick, so he's going to go up. They're thinking it's a pick, but he's just going up and running just a little 5-yard hook route. That's a bad call.
It looks like you could see that on every play, really.
180, white.
Ellinger under center. And they go to the ground game. This is Zach Moss. Shot out of a cannon. Moss taking no prisoners. Inside Houston's 30-yard line.
How about this stiff arm, Jay, at the end of the play?
He might have been watching Derrick Henry last night. He did one of his patented stiff arms as well. But Moss is a physical runner. When he was in Buffalo, you saw that a lot. They made the trade. Heim went there and had the opening kickoff today. And
I'll tell you what, Moss may have gotten away with a little something there on that stiff arm play.
Look at this.
I've never seen that before in my life. A little carousel kick it to Patrick, back throw or throwback screen. And they call Tooney on the hold. That's not a hold.
Tooney just decleated Amik Robertson.
Humphrey got called for the hold, I believe. That's incorrect.
Well, it wasn't Tooney either.